Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna be showing you a few good ways to make a lot of gil as Fisher. And if you have a Culinarian on top of your Fisher, at least 1-star level 60 Culinarian, you can make a lot of gil, and I'm gonna show you a few ways. So the first one I'm gonna be covering is this fish, an unidentified flying biomass. This fish sells a lot. It have a huge demand, and it sells for 10k each at the moment in my server. And what this fish is used for is to craft this food called clam chowder. It's a food for Culinarian level 58 leaf quest as well as Grand Company dailies. Now Grand Company dailies these days are worth a lot because of the 4-star materials. The 4-star crafts require Grand Company materials, and people do this to get more Grand Company sales. Anyway, let me show you how you get this fish, where you get it. There you go guys, unidentified flying biomass. I am here in Azizla, this island here, the Habisphere, most east of Azizla. I'm using red balloon as bait. This is the best bait for this fish. So, and if you guys don't know this thing about Fisher, you can determine which fish it is before you hook it, depending on the animation of your fishing rod and how long the fish takes to bite. Let me demonstrate for you. Like, this is a light tug. You see the fishing rod only twitches a little bit, it doesn't twitch a lot, and it didn't take long. So I knew that was not a flying biomass, so I didn't hook it. So you don't need to hook the fish that you don't need. You can know with this one, yeah, this one is not a flying biomass. The flying biomass have the same animation as this one, but it takes a bit longer time to bite, around 15 seconds I'd say. This is, as you can see, this was a heavier tug. The fishing rod twitched a little more. This is not the biomass either. This one didn't take long. So you can save a lot of time, obviously increasing your gil per second as well. There you go. So that's the one you are looking for. It needs to take a bit longer to bite, and it needs to be the light twitch of your fishing rod, and there you go. And as I said, if you have the Culinarian, you can make the food yourself and make even more profit than just selling the fish. You can, the fanged clam, you can also fish this or get it from retainer. Fisher retainer can bring them. So I have this fisher retainer there. If you look at ventures, fishing, it's level 51 I think. Yeah, fanged clam. Retainer can bring 10 each 50 minutes. That one is easy, you don't need to spend time fishing it yourself. It's also usually cheap in the market board. As you can see, it's very cheap. The brilliant cube is from Blue Scripts. You need to... I might as well just show you where you get it from. There are two ways to get it. One is Blue Script and one is with Leaf Quests. If you come here to Idleshire, the Script Exchange NPC, you go to Blue Crafter Script Exchange and then others. You see, if you go up, you see the billion cube here, around here somewhere. There it is. You can get one, it costs 8 blue scripts, so it's quite cheap. And what I recommend to farm blue script with is Carpenter. Carpenter is pretty good, especially if you get Dragon Skill Grinding Well. If it's start, you get way more points. Just like Grand Company dailies, when you get a star, you get a double or bonus like these ones. They are starred and you get a lot more. So you can craft him beforehand, but don't hand them in. Wait for them to be starred. It's a daily reset, so it's RNG if you get a star or not. So you may have to wait a few days. Another way to get Brilliant Cube is if you've seen my Honest Gillionaire title grinding video, where I did level 58 Culinarian quests. A lot of times the quest gave Brilliant Cubes as a reward. So that's why you automatically get them if you are grinding that achievement like me. But yeah, you choose which one you wanna get them from. If you're not grinding that achievement, then obviously the blue script way is it's cheap, it doesn't require much. And the next material is chiefs. You can, if you are someone who do gardening, you get this automatically by making blood peppers. Otherwise you can just gather them. It's a unspoiled node in Querth and Western Highlands. It's not a big deal, you can gather it every... There it is, chiefs. You can gather it every 30 real life minutes or twice in every Eorzean day. That one is easy as well. And the next material is Abalathian rock salt, which you can buy from the NPC. I will show. Here we are in Ishgard in the market. This NPC right here sells them. Abalathian rock salt for 1980. But before you buy that, check the market board. If there is... Sometimes they are cheaper on the market board than that NPC, sometimes double price. At the moment it's a little bit more expensive, so just buy it from the NPC. And obviously you can also gather it if you have a level 60 miner. It's an unspoiled node as well, just like the chiefs. It's in... It's a level 58 rock. Yeah, level 56 actually. If you have a level 56 miner, you can gather this yourself. Spawns at 12 AM and 12 PM. Slot 1 in Sea of Clouds, northwestish island. Basically the island very close to OK Zundu. Alright. And that's that. You can see clam chowder. Once you craft them, you can sell them for this price, at least in my server. And it actually sells way too often. Here is the seller's store. Even NQ sells for a lot. You can make profit from NQ if you get the materials. Obviously there are better ways to get gil, but this way doesn't require that you have high stats on your gatherers and crafters. Basically with a level 60 white gear for your Fisher and Culinarian you can do this to make gil. Alright, the next item I'm gonna be covering, the next fish I should say, is the Querthan crab. Let's go. The next fish that is really good is the Querthan crab, and it is used to craft seafood stew, which is one of the best and most used crafting food. It always sells at high price and you only need 1-star Culinarian to craft it. I have rotation for this if you need it. I will link the video in the description below. And let's first buy the best bait for this fish. It's in Quertha's Western Highlands. You go to this NPC and then purchase tools. You buy Stonefly Nymph. And now let's go to the best fishing spot for this fish. Here we are in the fishing spot. It's called River's Meat. It's right here, actually quite close to the Ethernet in Quertha's Western Highlands. Let's equip our bait. Right. Now you just need level 60 gear, or even level 55 gear will be enough for this. There it is. I found this spot to be the best for Querthan crab. The bait is cheap and you get them pretty frequently. There is Querthan crab. It was a straight catch. You can also get it from mooching a Balathian smelt. So you're gonna use patience. Patience make you catch HQ more frequently, therefore catching the bait more often. When you get it, use this ability called Precision Hook Set, and you have more chance to catch the bait. And if it's HQ, a Balathian smelt, you can mooch it and mooch will give Quertha's crab. That's why this is the best spot for Querthan crabs. You can get it either straight catch or from mooching, both ways. And this spot doesn't have many fish, so it makes it catchable more. And there you have it, guys. Really simple. You can catch so many in the short time. And we will check the price now. Querthan crab is 5,900 gil each. So if you are a low level fisher, around level 52, you can catch this and make quite good gil. And if you have the 1-star Culinarian, I suggest to craft seafood stew HQ instead of selling the crabs as crabs. Use it to craft seafood stew. The rock mussel is also a fish. Retainers can bring these. I will also show you where to catch these as well. Duskbone Aether Sans, I have a separate video how to get it very easily and very quickly. Blue claw shrimp is always cheap on the market board, so don't waste time. It's more gill gain if you just buy it if it's cheap. Let's see, blue claw shrimp. Yeah, it's quite cheap. You can just buy it. Desmel tomato is botanist level 50 and spoiled note. You can also check market where if you find it too cheap, then you can just buy it instead of gathering it yourself. Dravanian paprika, you need folklore note in Coerthas for botanists to be able to gather this. Alright, let's... at this point I only need to show you the rock mussel now. Here is the spot for rock mussels. We use the same bait as we used for Coerthan crabs, but we need an ability on to activate. It's called snagging. It's a level 36 ability. If you don't have that on, you won't catch any rock mussels, so don't forget that. Okay, let's try it. Well, as you can see, you get a blue claw shrimp as well at the same time. So that's also used for the seafoods too, but as we saw, it was cheap, so you either get it here or you buy it cheap. There it is, rock mussel. You get it quite often, and if you have a fisher retainer you don't need to gather more, you can just send your retainer after them, after you catch the first one. And that's that. The next fish we are going for, which is good, it is Pyrrha, which is used to make baked Pyrrhas, which is a very good riding food. And the spot is here in Dravanian Forlands. The bait I'm using is bladed steel jig. The weather needs to be either foggy or dust storm. It is dust storm now, so when the weather is correct you will get it very frequently. It's right here in Dravanian Forlands. The twitch of the fishing rod is a medium one, not that small one we just had. There we go, Pyrrha. You get it very often, so this is like the best spot for it, in my opinion. Alright, now let's look at the price for this food and the fish alone. Okay, so Pyrrha is around 6k in Q, 7k HQ, if you wanna sell it as fish. But if you have the Culinarian, I suggest crafting the food, which you can sell for way more, because each recipe needs only one fish and each recipe nets you 3 food, so it's way more profit that way. And the other materials for it, for the baked Pyrrha, let me just go through them quickly. The Abalathian rock salt we went through earlier. Porcini is in northeastmost of Churning Mists at 12 AM and 12 PM. Botanist and Spoiled Note. Slot 7. And fermented butter is crafted from yak milk. Yeah, yak milk. Yak milk can be farmed from the buffalo and type enemies. But I suggest if you have a battle retainer, they can grab this for you. So I suggest doing it that way, it's way cheaper. Alright, so that's that. So yeah, these are few ways to make really good gill as Fisher, and even more gill if you have a Culinarian with your Fisher that can craft all these food. And the highest food we had was 1-star level 60, which, as I said, I will link a video in the description showing the 1-star rotation with low gear. Okay, anyways, that's it for this guide. I hope you find it helpful, and be sure to like and share if you did, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, bye bye.